going to be a Minecraft Easter year. This one.
I mean,
Famous
already,
fan of Minecraft?
it's already the season of Minecraft right now.
There you
So,
go.
yep.
There you go. Let's talk about a movie recommendation brought to you by myself.
By
yours
you,
truly.
Grayson, recommend us a movie. And it better be good.
Well, in the spirit of vampire movies, I came down to three choices: From Dusk Till Dawn, the original Nosferatu from 1922. I don't think actually might not be the original, but it's the one that's famous.
Mhm.
And then I went with Blade 2.
Fuck yeah.
I
Right
ruled
call.
out I ruled out From Dusk Till Dawn. Pretty. I realized that I hadn't. That was my obvious choice. Like last week, but then I realized before the show started, like a couple hours before the show started, that I wouldn't have time to watch it, and I hadn't watched it recent enough to talk about it. So
How come you didn't pick Twilight?
the other good one, yeah. Because I don't. I
You
don't
mean
need
the very successful box office
Yeah, I was
smash,
gonna say.
the smash hit,
culturally
yeah.
relevant?
The
All right.
Let's talk about Blade 2, which is one of those movies in the early 2000s that I think really did a lot for not only comic book films, although not a lot of people knew it was a comic book at the time, but it did a lot for the grounding of reality of these kind of films. A movie like Blade, bringing in vampires and everything, it made it was so much better than I think people had anticipated, and it had such a strong narrative drive that it really kind of put, because it was directed by Guillermo. It put Guillermo kind of on the map after that, I think, like really on the map for a lot of people. It's one of those movies that I think people really kind of sat up and took notice to. One of those early 2000s films that really did well for itself. What about you? I know you guys are huge fans of this one as well.
So I actually have a thing that I can tie Blade, my new job, and Teams all together. You ready for this?
Whoa, what?
Oh,
All
boy,
right.
here we go.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
So, like a week ago,
Mhm.
in my work Teams, I was in the middle of a work meeting, and somebody said something about a Croatian club, which is like a place up in Pittsburgh, which is like an actual like Croatian American club. And so I immediately got the gift for Blade from the club where it's like I put that up in the Teams chat. Fucking
Perfect.
place went bananas.
Nice.
Everybody
Bananas.
fucking loved it. Boom! Comedy.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, Blade,
Listen, this is what I bring to corporate America,
Oh
folks.
god.
I work for a large company, a large multinational company.
So
Blade-
you meant so
sure, go ahead.
so you were mentioned, Blade 2 is a good choice. I think I like Blade more than Blade 2 if I'm going to be picky about which one, but Blade 2 is a lot of fun. It definitely leans more on the like the high octane version of the two films. You said something about grounding in reality. I don't know about that, but I do think it does modernize the whole vampire movie like scene like very well because
Brought it into the future for sure.
yeah. And then I think Blade 2 is a lot of fun. There's some very memorable scenes in that film, and I don't know. I think it's a good pick. I'd watch it if it was on TV.
I could make the argument that Blade 2 is a perfect film.
I think Blade. I don't quite think it's a aliens thing where like I don't think either one of them are that good to talk about it in that light. But I think
Wrong.
I don't know about that, Chris. About what I just when you mentioned those two movies, Blade and Blade 2, like
Yeah.
the automatic like exclamation point in my head is like Blade 2 is by far the superior movie.
Oh god.
Well, you
Maybe
know
that's
what's
just- I
not
mean, look, that might be
superior?
personal, but Blade
That's crazy.
Trinity,
Blade
which
3.
sucked. I mean, look, I have made through the new year. I'm making like now that we're into it, and like I'm going through my New Year's resolutions. Like I don't want to say like the movie sucks anymore, but that Blade Trinity is
Blade Trinity sucks, bro.
Blade
It's
Trinity
fine.
sucks.
It's bad.
Fine. I'll do it.
I mean,
it's
so
awful.
I think the villain in the first Blade movie is better than the opposing force. And
When he cuts him in half and he pulls himself back together.
dude, peak cinema,
Fucking
right?
awesome.
Oh, it's the Guillermo artist touched. I think really.
Okay.
Blade 2 is like, even though it's like he continues the story of Blade and like he allies himself with vampires to killing vampires. Like it kind of adds a new dimension to it. It does what a sequel does is it makes it different.
Mhm.
It's just one of those things. It's just the movie works so well. Like I love the score. I love the sacrifice in the end where he takes her out on the helipad, or I think it's a helipad, and he just like she wants to see a sunrise. That
Mhm.
sort of thing is like, and it's so beautifully done. Like in the what we talked about last week with like war films of like. Some war films, unlike Warfare, have the big like theatrical ending with everything coming
Mhm.
together and the whole picture, and like that's one of those. It's just like it's a beautiful thing with the score and the image, and it just leaves you just so much feelings. That's just Blade 2 and Blade are two movies that I can watch forever. Like I love them; they're great.
Like
The
every
Trinity, however,
time
Never
every
again.
time we talk about Blade or I talk about Blade anything, like just the Blade soundtrack.
Oh yeah,
Just fucking
It's
it
good.
just queued up in my
Yep,
brain. Like
it's good.
Yeah, it's just
Core
100
memory-
miles an
core
hour.
memory
yeah,
stuff, yep.
It's there forever.
Well, yeah.
Forever.
It's one of the movies of our youth. You know what I mean?
It
Like,
was for
It
sure.
was a big deal back then.
I mean, I also would really. I mean, I don't know where the production is going with it at this point with the Mahershala Ali Blade thing. Like, I would love to see that
oh yeah.
come into the current universe.
Yep.
So
I mean,
I hope it
down for
does. I mean,
they definitely learned that people would be excited for Blade in some way, shape, or form when they brought it in Deadpool 3. So
Yep.
They gotta-
and the breaking the fourth wall when he's like, "I'm the only Blade," and Deadpool's like, "We know something you don't." But
About
you
that-
know, very,
about that,
very
brother.
cheeky. Yeah. Oh, about that, he should have said. But yeah, I'm a big fan of that one, so I'm glad you guys also enjoy that.
yeah,
one.
it's good.
Blade rules. Good call. Blade
Let's-
3 is not good.
No.
Don't talk
I've
about
heard
that.
rumors of I heard rumors of a fourth Blade movie alongside the Blade in the MCU. Like, I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I've heard rumors.
Not a fan.
No.
Don't do that.
Well, it ended on such a sour note that
Oh.
I mean,
You want to talk about sour notes that I finally got around because I actually didn't have to watch it. Because it was when I took my little sabbatical for the Ohio State National Championship game.
Yeah, yeah.
Craven.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh, man.
Craven is on one of
on
the pay per views
Max.
like Max right now,
Okay.
and I watched a large chunk of it last night. Whoa, buddy, that movie stinks. Yikes! Terrible film. God bless, that thing is bad.
Yeah.
Like that's the kind of vibe I get if you're like fourth Blade with Wesley Snipes. Like that's
Mm.
that's the idea of things that I think would happen. So, all right,
I don't
continue
hate,
on.
I don't hate that movie. I just watched the Independence Day sequel, Insurgents.
That movie stinks.
Like it's a whole level of bad. that, like I don't even think Netflix stoops
When we gonna
that
do the
low.
episode where we're like, what movies we fucking hate?
Oh.
We should do that. We definitely
That
should.
could be
Let's
a
do it right
long
now.
list.
Let's just
No,
start.
no.
start
Instead of that, let's talk about. Let's talk about Michael B. Jordan films